The jungle was alive with the rhythms of nature. The great buffalo migration had passed, leaving Baloo and Mowgli to prepare for the long season ahead. Baloo, always the practical one, patted their neatly stacked stores of meat. "This should last us till spring, Mowgli, but we'll have to ration carefully." Mowgli nodded, his young eyes filled with determination. "We've worked hard for this. We'll protect it." Little did they know, a shadow loomed over their peaceful days. One morning, Mowgli woke to a troubling sight. "Baloo, some of our meat is gone." Baloo frowned, sniffing the air. "Strange. No animal would dare steal from us. Or would they?" The two set off to investigate, following faint tracks leading into the depths of the jungle. As they searched, whispers of a monster spread among the animals. The Banderlog monkeys claimed to have seen a terrifying figure prowling near the cold lair, its teeth dripping with blood. "A monster?" Baloo scoffed. "Probably just a story to scare the cubs." But Mowgli wasn't so sure. Determined to find the culprit, Mowgli ventured into the cold lair that night. The air was thick with tension, and every shadow seemed alive. Suddenly, he spotted movement. Peeking through the rubble, Mowgli's heart raced. It wasn't a monster. It was Shere Khan, hoarding stolen meat in a hidden corner of the lair. "So, this is where our hard work has gone," Mowgli muttered. He watched as Shere Khan devoured a piece of buffalo, his arrogance on full display. Mowgli crept back to Baloo and Bagheera, whispering his discovery. "We have to stop him," he said, his voice firm, "but we'll need a plan." Baloo and Bagheera rallied the jungle animals. "Shere Khan thinks he's untouchable," Baloo growled. "But together, we can show him the strength of unity." The animals devised traps around the cold lair, using bait to lure Shere Khan. Meanwhile, Mowgli spread word of Shere Khan's theft, encouraging the animals to keep watch over their supplies. "If we catch him in the act," Bagheera said, "we'll have the proof we need to confront him." The traps were set, and the jungle waited in silence. Late one night, Shere Khan slinked back to the cold lair, unaware of the danger. As he grabbed another piece of meat, a net sprung up, tangling him in its sturdy ropes. The jungle erupted with noise as animals emerged from the shadows. "Caught red-pawed," Mowgli said, stepping forward. Shere Khan snarled, thrashing against the net. "Release me, you fools. I am the king of the jungle." Baloo shook his head. "A king who steals from his own subjects? Shameful." The animals jeered, their courage bolstered by Shere Khan's vulnerability. Bound and humiliated, Shere Khan was forced to face the animals he had wronged. "You owe everyone here an apology," Mowgli demanded. Shere Khan growled low, his pride clashing with his predicament. But as the animals' voices rose in anger, he realized he had no choice. "I'm sorry," he muttered, his voice barely audible. "Louder," Baloo said, crossing his arms. "I'm sorry," Shere Khan roared, his voice echoing through the jungle. Satisfied, the animals released him, but not without a warning. "If you steal from us again," Bagheera said, "you'll face consequences far worse than this." Shere Khan slinked away, his tail between his legs. With Shere Khan gone, the jungle returned to peace. Mowgli and Baloo worked together to rebuild their meat stores, this time with help from their friends. "We've learned an important lesson," Mowgli said. "When we stand together, no one can tear us apart." Baloo smiled. "And that includes arrogant tigers who think they're above the law." As the sun set over the jungle, Mowgli sat with Baloo and Bagheera, their bond stronger than ever. But deep in the shadows, Shere Khan licked his wounds, his eyes burning with anger. "This isn't over," he growled. "They'll pay for this humiliation." Unaware of the brewing storm, the jungle thrived, its animals united by trust and friendship. But they knew, in the jungle, peace is always fleeting. Mowgli and Baloo shared a hearty laugh under the stars, their spirits high. Yet, somewhere in the distance, a low growl echoed, hinting at the next chapter of their wild and untamed adventure.